In my eyes, Manchester United's Kobbie Mainoo has the potential to be a huge player for England and United in the future. He stands overlooking Old Trafford in a team that is struggling. But his goal this weekend against Liverpool showed perfect technique, poise and composure in such a vital game in a team that is struggling hugely. And many fans have looked at Mainoo and said that he's actually a generational talent. Is he a player that can actually take hold of this Manchester United team and become a key part for many years to come? What excites me about Mainoo the most is that there's so much more that he has to offer. We're used to seeing him playing as that sort of number 8, holding midfielder next to Casemiro. And what he does so well in this position is step into the defensive third of the pitch to receive the ball under pressure, turn, get past that player, and then look to play the ball forward. He's incredibly press resistant and his technique on the ball is immense. He has the ability to play forward and move forward, and he's got so much to his game. But there's more to his game than this, and he can play in a bit more of an advanced position. Turning 19 at the end of April, Mainoo has already scored 3 goals for Man United from a deeper lying midfield position. So does he have more to offer in a more advanced position, and does that leave Erik ten Hag with a conundrum? We'll take a look at some of his stats in these advanced positions, and firstly we're going to take a look at his shooting stats. He's in the lowest 8% of players for shots in total, but quite incredibly, you can see he's in the top 1% of midfielders for shots on target and goals to shot ratio. And a goals to shot on target ratio is in the top 8% of midfielders. So if Kobbie Mainoo gets forwards and gets in and around the penalty area, if he gets a chance to shoot, he's going to have a much better chance of scoring more goals for the club. What really excites me though is Mainoo's ability to keep the ball under pressure. He can get his body in between the defender and the ball to keep it on the safe side, preventing the defender from getting his tackle in. Mainoo, receiving the ball in this midfield area, can get on it, face forwards and take the opposition on, driving forwards into the midfield third and the final third of the pitch. And his successful take-on percentage is in the top 24% of midfielders, so Mainoo has the ability in 1v1 situations. But what stands out for me is his ability to receive the ball with his back to the opposition's goal. In this position, he can receive it, he can turn, and he can change the game for the team, allowing them to break forwards, which is going to help the team transition from a more possession-based phase of play to an attacking situation. And this skill would be massive, especially if Kobbie Mainoo played in an advanced position against a low block. He'd be able to receive the ball in tight areas of the pitch and then drive forwards, playing in between the lines and against a low defensive system. And this confidence and composure on the ball draws defensive players toward him, which then is going to create space for others in the midfield to break forwards. And Mainoo is especially effective at this. He can keep possession, draw the defence towards him and play the ball forwards, allowing for others in the team to break forwards in that secondary or third phase of play, allowing United to get opportunities in behind their defence. And you'll see that he's in the lowest 21% of midfielders for times tackled during take-on. So we know that Mainoo can create by dribbling and beating players on the turn. And his decision-making for an 18-year-old is exceptional. And that's what makes him one of these great potential players of the future. He just seems to get it right. And if we take a look at these 4 areas, his offside passes, his through balls, goal-creating actions and tackles in the attacking third of the pitch, we can see that Mainoo is exceptional in these areas. His passes to players in offside position mean he's in the top 1%. Therefore, he's not making mistakes and playing the ball to these players when they're offside. And when he decides to make a pass, his through balls are within the top 10% success rate. But he gets the ball at his feet and decides not to pass, he can dribble. In the top 1% for creating goal-scoring actions by his take-ons. And we know now that off the ball, he can work hard and pressure to win it back in the final third. These stats for an 18-year-old are incredible and show his influence on the game. We know his through balls and offside pass percentage is incredibly successful. And this is due to his decision making and this maturity on the ball in these situations. Allows him to make good decisions as to when to take a player on, when to pass the ball, or when to keep hold of it. So if you can put a player who's successful dribbling in 1v1 situations and a confident decision maker, while also being confident taking the ball and carrying the ball into the penalty area and making 1-2s in and around the box, you're going to have success in the final third of the pitch. And this could lead to a change as Kobbie Mainoo gets a little bit older and more developed in his game, from a deep line midfielder to more an advanced midfield player. He likes to get on the ball and create, and we know that if he can get on the ball and shoot, he's got a very good chance at scoring due to his high finishing percentages. So Mainoo is a generational talent, and is someone that I can envisage being a huge player for Manchester United and England. The question is, will he be included in Gareth Southgate's Euro 2024 squad?